Alright, welcome, welcome! That doesn't sound like there's an echo. As I drop my phone. Son of a bitch. Hang on. Eh. Yep. Wanna show that, yep. Alright, so this is Metal Gear Peace Walker. Taking place in 1974, which is about roughly 10 years after the end of Metal Gear Snake Eater, which we just finished playing earlier. Which Metal Gear Snake Eater ran from 1962 to 1964 during the Cold War. And obviously dealt with all that. Oh, message. Oh, thank you, good sir. No, stop. I don't want to stop the stupid cutscene. I'm just gonna have to open up the menu. But it ran from 1962 to 1964 during the Cold War. About 10 years later, after Snake kind of dropped off the face of the earth for a little while, we are placed in 1974, which was started with the Peace Walker incident. Just before 1974, in 1972, was the completion of L'Enfant Terrible project, which is getting the DNA of Big Boss now to create clones of him. And the original project created two clones of David and Eli, later on known as Solid and Liquid Snake. But we'll get to that later on when we actually get to it. Right now, that's kind of going behind the scenes that Big Boss doesn't actually know about. So let's continue the storyline in beautifully chronological order and start up Peace Walker. Start a brand new, fresh game. Just gonna do the shooter type because that's what I played this on last time. Yep, delete my old saves. The year was 1964. The world was firmly in the grip of the Cold War, divided into East and West. One of America's heroes had defected to the Soviet Union. She was known as the Boss, the mother of all special forces, and the soldier said to have led the Allies to victory in the World War II. However, the American-made miniature nuclear warhead she took with her was used to destroy a Soviet research facility. Facing full-scale nuclear war, the leaders of the world's superpowers held top-secret talks to avert Armageddon. The Soviet Union wanted assurance that this was not the work of Uncle Sam. They wanted America to eliminate one of the most legendary soldiers, the Boss. The person assigned to this mission was her closest apprentice, the soldier known as Snake. Snake made the anguished journey into enemy territory, eventually confronting and killing the Boss at the fortress called Groznygrad, providing America's innocent and avoiding nuclear holocaust. Having saved the world, Snake was hailed as a true hero and given the title Big Boss. Following the award ceremony, however, Snake disappeared. La 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 la. Okay. Sorry. Just want to make sure you can actually hear me over the game audio. I might still turn the game audio down a little bit, but once I'm actually have to pause, I kind of want to skip the cutscene. Soldiers Without Borders. So this was originally a PSP game, and then later on ported in the HD remake bundled together with Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 for the 360 and PS3. I swear to God, there was a different version than I had that was just a standalone download, but for the life of me, I cannot fucking find it. Like, I know I bought it, I know I have it, but it just doesn't exist. I'm very confused by it. So, I'm playing the 360 version. So, and cool how he kind of has like a scar that copies our
Hey,
boss.
boss! Wanna go around?
God, you are loud, sir. Oh, no. Nope, I don't want to start. This one? Whatever. Alright. Just do training. Break control time.
Look alive, ladies! The boss is gonna join us! Show him how it's done, boss! Your first priority in enemy territory is knowing your surroundings. Your life depends on where you are looking and how fast you can identify your target. Therefore, you must first master moving your line of sight. To move your line of sight, use the right stick. Now, when I give you an order, look in that direction. Look up. Good. Look down. Good. You should be familiar with the up and down controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on. Okay. Next, we'll check your left and right. Look right. Good. Look left. Good. You should be familiar with the left and right controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on. Okay.
I love like the meta breaking of
You
explaining
can change the controls anytime in options. Go with the method that works best for you. Next, I'll explain how to change stances. If you just stand there like an idiot in front of an enemy, you might as well kill yourself now. At times, you will need to get low to avoid detection. You have 3 stances: stand, crouch, and lying down. To change stances, use the crouch button. Tap the crouch button to change between standing and crouching. You can move in either stance. Hold the crouch button and keep it held to lie down. However, you cannot move while you are lying down. I'll say that again. You cannot move while lying down. Is that clear?
Which was a weird adjustment for this game. Like, yeah. And then you have lay down, which cannot move, so it's mostly for like hiding.
Good.
And you only stay lying down as long
Next,
as you
we'll
hold
work
the
on your
button.
movement. Use the left stick to move around. Tilt it a little to walk slowly. Tilt farther to run. Decide which to use based on your situation. Remember that your footsteps are louder when running, making you easier to discover. Be careful! Good! Now we have rolling. Rolling is useful for knocking down enemies in your way, and for getting away when surrounded. You can also use it to jump over small ditches and other obstacles. To roll, tap the crouch button while running. You got that? Tap the crouch button while running! Don't forget it!
Whee! Woo! Alright, come on. Did the rolls.
That's it!
Thank you.
Next, I will explain how to attack without gunfire. You may run into an enemy unexpectedly. You may not have a weapon on you, or you may be out of ammo. You'll still need an effective attack strategy. One well-placed strike and the enemy won't know what hit him.
I like the reflections
To strike
of
an
the
enemy,
character
press
on
the attack
screen
button while
with the,
standing
water
still.
droplets,
On
making
my
it look like
command,
it's like an
press
actual
the
camera.
attack button repeatedly
Small
and
details,
take
very
down your
cool.
opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
God, that's so
Fine
slow.
work, boss! Next, we're gonna practice
Playing this
using the
after
stun
playing,
rod.
Metal Gear
Hitting
Delta
someone with the stun rod will shock
is,
them with
is
a
a little
1.5
weird.
million volts.
It's gonna be even
Anyone on
weirder
the
when we get to
receiving
like
end of that is
the
guaranteed
beginning of
to
like
be
the
out
Metal Gear
cold.
of Solid Snake.
To use the
his
stun
timeline,
rod,
'cause,
press the aim button to
the
ready it,
original game I
then
think
press
came
the
out
attack
on
button.
the MSX.
You'll be glad to know we're using
SNES,
mock stun
something like
rods
that.
for this training session. When your partner attacks, make him believe it's the real deal. Prepare yourself for stun rod training. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Impressive, boss! Now we'll move on to CQC.
Oh, this game is fun.
CQC, or Close Quarters Combat, refers to when engaging an enemy in battle at very close range. It is a quick and efficient way of eliminating a threat. There are various CQC techniques. We will go over each of them. Don't get cocky because you think you know them. This will be different from what you're used to. Pretend you are learning it for the first time. The first technique is throwing your opponent. To do this, position yourself near your opponent and press the attack button while you tilt the left stick. Be sure to press the attack button when the icon appears. Now, wait for my command and throw your opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
You know what's funny? As an adult, I see more uses for CQC than I did in playing this when I was a kid.
Fine work, boss! Next, I'm going to teach you how to restrain an opponent close to you. This is a cornerstone of CQC. Grab hold of an enemy, and the bastard's life is in your hands. What you do from there is up to you. Just know that if you restrain him for too long, the average person will most likely pass out. Something to keep in mind. Let's begin. To restrain your opponent, hold down the attack button while near them. Restrain your opponent on my command. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Fine work, boss! Now we will throw your opponent
Come on, I
after
was choking him
restraining
out.
them. To throw an enemy to the ground, press a direction on the left stick when you have them restrained. Restrain your opponent and throw them on my
So
command.
I think I actually had a lot of fun
Go!
doing the CQC in this game. 'Cause
I'm ready, boss.
I like to grab people near the wall, throw them, and you just like bash them into the wall, like cartoon style.
Fine work, boss! Now we will try CQC against multiple enemy opponents. You can also take out a group of enemies by throwing an opponent you have restrained. First, restrain an opponent by pressing the attack button near them. Then, tilt the left stick to throw them. By tilting the left stick toward other enemies, you can send your captive flying straight into them. On my command, restrain and then throw your opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Alright. Who wants to be thrown? You, sir, come here. And to your friend. Steerike.
Fantastic! Again! Go!
I'm ready, boss.
And your turn. Come here. And to your friend. Whee! Steerike.
Fantastic! All right! Why don't we do something special since the boss is here? Anyone who feels like getting their ass kicked, step forward. Don't hold back, boss. When you're surrounded by multiple enemies, you'll have to take them on one after the other. To do it, simply press the attack button again while throwing the current enemy. Just be sure to wait for the icon to appear. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Alright, who's up first? And you. And up.
Boss,
They kinda introduced,
press
like,
the
chain
attack
kills.
button when the icon appears.
Wait, what? There we go. So it's cool. You can kind of do like Assassin's Creed chain
Fantastic!
kills and everything.
Again! Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Oh, which way am I gonna go? Whoop whoop whoop. You. Oh, look at them. They're sticking in a
Fantastic!
little pile.
And stop! That's it for today! Thank you, boss! Snake!
One thing I dislike about this game is that there's really no facial immersion. Except for like the cutscenes. Which the cutscenes are cool. They've kind of done like a graphic novel type style.
What's going on, Kaz?
We've got guests.
Kazuhiro Miller.
Time to move.
Or anyone
Don't
who played
worry,
the original
it's
Metal
not
Gear
our friends
Solid,
from Langley.
Master Miller.
I brought him. Made sure we won't fall.
Thank you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
Sorry, Vic Boss.
Listen up. For us, there is no victory.
But in Revolution, doesn't one triumph or die?
We don't do either.
Here.
Cutscenes also give me like a
thank you.
Sin City vibe, where it's like a lot of like grays and beiges, blacks, whites, and then like
I
the
feel like a
occasional
new
color
man.
just splashed into
There's
it.
no coffee
Most
like
of the time it's
Costa Rican
red,
coffee.
but like I think there's some blue later on.
So, what
This is
brings a
pretty cool.
distinguished scholar from the Costa Rican government to Colombia?
Professor Galvez comes from Costa Rica's University for Peace.
You see, over the past year, there have been sightings of an armed group in Costa Rica. They're not ours, of course.
Costa Rica doesn't have an army.
Correct. Article 12 of our Constitution states that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished.
The Peace Constitution.
You think it's rebels who fled Nicaragua?
No, they don't appear to be guerrillas. They're far too organized.
What's your government's take?
The authorities in San Jose claim it's a multinational security firm, hired by the Development Corporation of Costa Rica. Lies, obviously. They're bringing in state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment by the shipload.
Where'd they get that kind of cash?
I fear La CIA may be involved.
The CIA.
As you both know, the United States views Central America as its backyard. Even after Cuba, we've managed to maintain a delicate balance with the US.
And your government can't just give them the boot?
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Japan's constitution has something similar. Article 9. It says Japan renounces war and can't maintain an army.
I understand that you and your men have neither state nor ideology, that you will fight any foe. Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. We come to you, the Militaires Sans Frontières.
So, you want to hire us?
Yes, as our deterrent. We can't afford to pay much, it's true. But we can offer you this. A forward operating base. An offshore plant in the Caribbean.
Sounds pretty good to me. This place is becoming a mess anyway. Snake, we need someplace we can settle down.
The governments agreed to cooperate. Unofficially, of course.
A chopper for transport would be nice too.
I'll see what I can do.
Hold it. You seem to think we're just a pack of dogs of war. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I've heard. You're an army without a state.
No, we've only left our countries behind.
Please, you must help us.
If your suspicions are true, force isn't gonna do any good. You'll have to find a political solution.
The government's hands are tied.
Go back to your bosses in San Jose. Tell them if they want, I'll introduce them to a negotiator I know.
No, I'm not here on their behalf.
So, what are you doing here?
For over 20 years, I've preached the virtues of peace at multiple universities. Tonight, I stand before you as an educator. This is my student. She came to me to study peace. Her name is Paz. Paz Ortega.
Paz. Peace.
No kidding. That's my name too. Kazuhira. It's Japanese for peace.
Oh, small world.
Pleased to meet you, Paz. Call me Kaz.
They've got a supply port north of Puerto Limon.
Awkward.
A town in La Costa del Mar Caribe. A few days ago, Paz stumbled upon that facility while searching for a lost friend. She was captured. She's only a child, 16 years old. They did terrible things to her, but somehow she managed to escape.
The weird thing, zooming. I don't know why it does that.
Thank God.
I don't know why that's a thing you should do.
She's huérfana.
But
Her mother died when she was small, and she lost her grandparents in the Civil War. She hates war with a passion like no other.
My name is Paz, and I will do anything to protect my namesake. It is my one and only purpose. Please, get them out of my country. Make them leave Costa Rica.
Sorry, kid.
We know who you are, Big Boss. That is why we've come to you.
prologue: An Army Without Borders.
Miller here. Do you copy, Snake? I see you've landed. That makes one giant leap for us. I'm sending this from the offshore plant, our mother base. The signal is unidirectional. I'll be giving you commands and advice through this channel. Keep your headphones on at all times and pay attention. Also, make sure no one else can listen in. Snake, are you clear on the controls? Take a minute to refresh your memory. Use the left stick to move. Use the right stick to adjust your view. To change your settings, use the Start button to open the menu.
Huh. Can I really not,
There's no one around. Why not try some shooting practice?
can I really not adjust,
Select a target and squeeze off a round or two. Press the X and B buttons while holding RB to switch weapons. Ready your weapon with LT, then press RT to fire. How about a little shooting practice? Try hitting a coconut. Select equipment by pressing the X or B button while holding LB. To check your map, press the Start button to open the menu. The facility you're
got a
headed
coconut.
for is past that fence. A grenade should be able to take out that gate. Grenades explode. You throw them, Snake. Use LT to ready throwing weapons. Once you've readied the weapon, throw with RT. When using throwing weapons, hold the attack button down longer to throw farther. You won't throw the weapon until you let go of the button. The Mark 22 tranquilizer gun can put enemies to sleep. The closer to the head you hit, I gotta thank you for agreeing to this, Snake. Man, am I glad to be out of here. Finally, we can leave all that crap in San Geronimo behind. And break into the mercenary business for real.
So,
Let me guess.
San Geronimo I'm not familiar
You're
with,
doing it for her, aren't you?
but I know it does take place in 1970 with Metal Gear Portable Ops. I honestly didn't feel like that game was worth. Plus, they never really ported it, so I don't have the equipment to run a PSP. So,
Are they still here?
Come on, Snake. This could be good for us. They're willing to give us an offshore plant, a place we can finally put down some roots. This is our chance to expand MSF.
We don't need a place to stay, guys. We're nomads. We always will be.
What? You'd rather keep wandering from conflict to conflict? Tools in the hands of whoever's fighting at the time?
The second we settle down, who's to say we won't become the warmongers?
Listen to me, Snake. We're not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business. A new kind of business. Look, it's not like we're trying to start a war here. All we need to do is find out who this security company really is.
Come on, Kaz. It's pretty obvious that they're backed by the CIA.
Wait a sec. That would mean...
Our friend, the Professor, is likely KGB.
I see.
We'd be making an enemy of our homeland.
And there'd be no turning back.
This damn thing won't light.
Huh?
Put on some coffee, Kaz. It's time for a little chat with the Professor.
I was a heavy smoker. When I got my medal from the Secretary General, he gave me this prosthetic hand as well. But smoking was ruining my lungs, so I quit. I've not had much use for it since. It's quite an honor to meet the legendary Big Boss.
That's just a code name the CIA made up.
Then perhaps I should call you John.
I don't have a name. Stop using that code name you liked so much 10 years ago. What about you, comrade? What do they call you back at Center?
Well then, allow me to get straight to the point. Land as slim as a whip, hot as torture.
That's the Chilean poet, Neruda.
Central America is the navel of the American continents, bridging north and south. We want this land. We'll build a socialist stronghold, then use it to split the Americas in two.
America would lose its backyard.
And with it, its economic production, shipping lanes, and strategic value. We, on the other hand, would gain a base from which all of Latin America would be well within our reach. He who controls Central America will win this Cold War. First comes Nicaragua, toppling the pro-American Somoza regime. In preparation, we've begun instigating anti-Somoza sentiment and providing aid to the Sandinista National Liberation Front.
You're manipulating Sandinista into overthrowing Somoza for you.
After the revolution, Nicaragua will become a socialist state.
You think America's just gonna let that happen?
Certainly not. After all, the CIA is already here.
And that's the armed group inside Costa Rica.
Precisely. It's clear that they've been sent in to disrupt our efforts across the border in Nicaragua. Simply put, the army now stationed in Costa Rica is CIA capital. But it's more complex than that. The CIA's got something else planned as well.
What?
That is the million-dollar question. Big Boss, we want you and your unit to find the answer.
So I believe you can actually play co-op.
Infiltrate
in
and
Peace Walker.
investigate the facility in
And,
La Costa, where Paz was imprisoned.
Player 2
Learn all you
basically
can of their
looks like one of the
operations.
soldiers that we train
Then
against in the
drive
in the
them out of
tutorial.
the country.
But then on the other person's side, they look like
You're
Snake,
asking
while
us
I
to
would look
settle a
like
turf war between the
nameless
KGB
agent.
and the CIA.
Kind of a cool thing.
What about her? That was all just an act?
You mean her words about peace? She was captured, that much is true. But I've kept my KGB affiliation from her.
And you thought we'd fall for a sob story?
No. I had good reason to bring her along. She managed to escape with her life, but her friend was not so lucky. Why were they attacked? I believe this will help explain. Perhaps they saw something they weren't supposed to. Perhaps they heard something they shouldn't have.
A cassette tape?
Paz took this during her escape. She says her friend happened to record it by accident.
What is that?
A portable stereo cassette player. The first of its kind.
Ah, I heard they were working on something like that in Japan.
Good old
Didn't know
Sony.
you guys were too.
I believe what you're about to
As I'm
hear
playing the
will
Sonic
help you
Xbox.
understand.
What is that? A Quetzal?
The phoenix bird.
Paz's friend was researching birds. She went out into the jungle to record bird calls and stumbled upon this.
So? So what?
Now it gets interesting.
Poisonous. I need to get rid of it. I chase it back to its nest. You can't. The snake's too vicious. It's all... Many people. I chase it away. It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
Boss. Voice print analysis confirms that this voice is indeed that of the legendary hero and criminal, the boss.
What?
The other hasn't been identified. Female in her 30s with a British accent. The song playing in the background was a hit in 1973.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your mentor? Your mission or your beliefs?
It's kind of fitting to play this right after I ended Snake Eater,
Boss is
because
alive in Costa Rica.
we literally just had that fight against Boss.
As I understand it, she was your commander, fought by your side. And that you killed her under orders from the CIA, thus surpassing her to become the hero known as Big Boss.
Man, that PTSD hits hard.
Well, what'll it be? Will you take the job?
Snake, it's gotta be a trap.
So you still can't turn your back on your country? Then I suppose you won't need this.
Wait! Snake?
I'll do it for the girl. For Paz.
Peace.
Okay. For peace, then.
There's no way he didn't.
There they are. CIA mercs. Snake, you've got to get past them undetected. Avoid combat whenever possible. This is a sneaking mission. Hide behind stuff. Take the long way around. Whatever it takes to stay out of sight. Your gun is a last resort. It could just as easily kill you as save you. To press up against a wall, face it and hit the action button. From that position, you can press LT to detect enemies. That also works while lying down. Keep your eye on what's left of your life gauge on the left of the screen. To the right of that, you'll see your sight gauge. Exhausting it will inhibit your actions. Your life gauge will recover with time. The sight gauge, too. You'll recover faster crouching than standing up. Lying flat works even better. The percentage in the upper right is your camo index. The lower the number, the more easily you'll be spotted. Conspicuous movements and loud noises will compromise your camo index. Your fatigues will act as camouflage.
Yeah, very mission based for this gameplay, but it's kind of cool. And like I know they carry on like the mission based thing into Metal Gear 5 with Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain.
Looks like you're inside the compound. Security is tight. Stay sharp.
Let's go there.
A cardboard box? What are you gonna use that for? Infiltrate the facility on the east side of the compound.
Yes, sir, we broke them. We acquired the whereabouts of target 500.
Acknowledged. Spears are loaded. The barge has cleared Point Bravo.
Acknowledged. Out.
Also, this game has QTEs.
Freeze! The cargo, where's it headed? What is it?
Air suit! In the mountains!
What's up there? This is Snake. Kaz, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You found a radio.
It's got a circuit that reverses the audio phase.
Let's switch frequencies from time to time, just to make sure we're not detected.
I found a map of their bases. The cargo's heading from the marshes west towards Irasu.
Nice going, boss.
Kaz, this place is full of film badges. Dozens of them.
Film badges? Like the ones used to measure radiation exposure?
The radio man was wearing one. And whoever he was talking to called the cargo Spears.
Wait, that would mean...
Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
Holy Mother of God.
And title card. Alright. Mission 1, heroism, +7, because I didn't take down nobody, didn't do nothing, no how, no way. Clear time, A rank. Oh, what? What's left near death, kills, alerts. I guess I probably could have been a little bit faster. Oh well. The M1C design specs rank 1. Smoke grenade design.
How's that map, Snake? Think you can use it?
It tells me where their bases are, but it's just a bunch of points. No routes. I need better intel on the lay of the land.
Snake, the professor said he's got the Sandinistas on his side. Said you should get in touch with the FSL and Comandante.
Do they know they're backed by the KGB?
Nah. As far as they know, they're really fighting for the revolution. The KGB is staying behind the scenes. I'm not sure the Sandinistas are aware of what's really going on.
Still can't believe anybody would bring nukes here.
Yeah, that's a shocker. Costa Rica's party to the Tlatelolco Treaty, which declares Latin America a nuke-free zone. Based on Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles, it bans the testing, use, import, or deployment of nuclear weapons. If word of this gets out, Opinol will be forced to act. It'll cause an international uproar.
The treaty was signed to prevent another Cuban Missile Crisis. If the U.S. itself is gonna scrap it...
Latin America is too close to spawning another Cuba or 2 already. The entire continent would become one big powder keg.
Well, if they did bring nukes, we can't let them get away with it.
Are they planning a test? Showing off? Or is it all to keep the anti-American movement in check?
Good question. Why bring them here? I can't figure it out.
Whatever the CIA's up to in Costa Rica, the professor wants it stopped. We need to find out what that something is.
We need to get ready first, Kaz. Repairs?
Working as fast as we can, boss. This place is pretty beat. Looks like hell. But as long as you're with us, we'll make it heaven. No one can bother us here. No state telling us what to do. This is the MSF's haven, our mother base. And with this foothold, we'll back you up even better than before. We're gonna turn this pile of junk into something big.
So I believe this introduces the concept of mother base. So after every mission, we return back to mother base, where we can go over our current staffing. Nope, I don't need to see how to assign people. And like each of them have different ranks in different attributes, and then depending on where you assign them, they'll make, you know, they can increase different things. Nope, don't need this. So like other stuff like the confidential documents that we can look at for the keys, items we can make. You know, once we like this R&D team has to be level 22, mess hall has to be level 5 in order to make the second version of rations. We got the Fulton recovery analyzer. I definitely want the analyzer. R&D team needs to be level 2 for that. Sound indicator. And this is stuff that's currently in process, and it only finishes after you finish a mission. And then it'll show up here in this menu here. And same thing with the weapons, like we have the Mark, the Mark 22, the M16A1. So we just got this, a sniper rifle. At least the schematics. We can't do anything with it yet, though. along with the smoke grenade as well. So let's assign some staff and see where we go. Let's see here, an A rank for the mess hall, and for medical, and for intel. What is your skill? Increase the morale of all staff assigned to the team. You know what? I'm gonna skip Kaz here for a minute. Let's see. You're definitely an R&D. I can make the Hush Puppy Mark II analyzer. You're also going to the R&D team. You're going to the R&D team. You're going to the R&D team. You are going to the combat unit. You are going to go. Well, you're higher in medical, but you can't really do that yet. So I'll just put you on the combat. Combat. Mess hall, I don't have yet. Medical, I don't have that yet. So I guess for now, combat. As I'm gonna put in the research team. So now, this. So then it also costs GMP, which you get from completing missions, and you can do some like extra stuff to gain it later on. Nothing to do. So let's see. So what is the Hush Puppy? Sniper rifle. No, what I want first is I need the analyzer. So analyze, get that working. And then I might as well upgrade the two. Can't do anything with the stun rod yet. And I don't care about those just yet. So you can play a match against other people. Oops. I thought I was gonna take us to a different menu, not take us to a different menu. So, not gonna bother doing that. Because this is an Xbox 360 game, and I highly doubt I'll be able to connect to anybody in the first place. Alright, back to the mission. Selector. And then of course we have a whole bunch of like side missions as well. Which, you know, the extra ops. It's not gonna sort of that. Retrieve the radio soldier. Single player only. MSF soldier only.
The boss has infiltrated the area around the coastal supply facility and knocked out the soldier there. But we can't just leave him there to be found. I need you to get in there and capture the unconscious soldier using the Fulton recovery system. Do it quickly before he comes to.
So that's the cool thing about some of these side ops. It basically follows the main story. Like, you know, Snake just knocked out, you know, the one guy with the radio, and so we're gonna go in and basically force him to join us because that's what we do. So mission prep, go in as Snake. I'm unavailable to play as Snake. So who's the best? Looks like Alligator is the best stats. Change up the camo. Let's go
Survival.
Doctors, Fulton recovery. Yeah, good. Alright, start the mission. So that's our target.
Use Fulton recovery to bring back knocked out soldiers. To use Fulton Recovery on a soldier, get up next to them so the icon appears, and push the action button.
Let's see, how many Fulton recoveries do I have? I have 9 of them. So there's my target.
That's too tall to climb. If only you had some equipment.
Wow, I really give like a wide crosshair there.
Hurry up and send those knocked out soldiers back here. Don't mess around or they're gonna wake up.
Yeah. And this is basically how you just recruit people to join Mother Base.
Fulton Recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton Recovery helicopter is complete. Retrieve those soldiers while they're still unconscious. Looks like that soldier's out cold. Try using Fulton Recovery on him. Fulton Recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
And then we get escaped.
You did it! Keep it up!
Bye-bye! Some of the extra ops are just literally just like recruiting extra people to kind of teach you the ropes. But with certain ones how you can only use the MSF soldiers, they actually gain experience from combat, and their stats will grow. Clear rank C. Yeah, I could have been a lot quicker, but I'm not going for perfect scores. Just gonna play this organically. Let's see, go back to Mother Base. Plus Puppy Mark II has been completed. Analyzer. Let's see, Alligator got an increase in Psych, GMP, and Life. 4 new people have joined. So, let's take a look at these 4 new people. Honeybee, Honey Buzzard, you are definitely going to R&D team, my friend. You... Combat team. Combat team. Combat team. Okay. Anything new in the R&D department? Don't think so. Nope. So the analyzer, the reason why I want to get that immediately is because I can look at someone, look at an enemy and see what their stats are. And if their stats obviously look good, I'm gonna go out of my way to recruit them. So let's see, so what do we have? We're approaching an hour. Kinda got like the intro with the side mission introduction to it. What is the next mission? Contacting Sandinista Comandante, huh? You know what? I'm actually gonna cut this stream here. It was a nice little introductory to what Peace Walker has to offer. And I think it'll be kind of fun to kind of go through this game again. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for potentially next week when I bring some more of this back. Obviously, we'll be doing Elden Ring again next week as well. And all of you out there, enjoy your weekend. So thank you and good night.